Well. Man, Christmas is just not looking good. If you thought finding a PS5 was difficult, even an Xbox Series X, if you thought those were hard to find, man, it is going to get harder, and I'm going to explain to you why right now. So let's go, guys. Let's get into it. Hello guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video. Okay? Enjoy. What is up, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. I talk about anime, I talk about manga, video games, geek culture, Japanese culture. I like to talk about the video game industry, you know, what's happening with Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. You know, along with the, with my anime content. So, I am here on Marca.com. It says PS5 will get even harder to buy during the holidays. Sony just made some important modifications for the PS5. Okay, so in this channel, I talked about before, you know, the chip shortage. Everybody knows about the chip shortage. I talked about, you know, the manufacturer in Taiwan that makes the chips. And, you know, how they're saying that it's probably going to be backed up all the way till the end of 2022 or towards the beginning of 2023, right? But they're really backed up. Now, it's going to get even worse because Sony just announced that they're not going to make as many PlayStations. They're going to cut back on making copies of the PlayStation because of the chip shortage and other parts and other basically parts and circuits that are required to make the PlayStation 5, right? So if you go here, this is a Twitter, a Twitter account says report. Bloomberg claims it has sources saying Sony is reducing its fiscal year ending March 2022 production forecast for PlayStation 5 to 50 million, which is down to 1 million. It says current year PS5 shipments are 5 million through second quarter. Annual target was 14 million. So Sony didn't even sell as many PlayStation 5s as they thought they would, right? It says, note, this is not an official report from Sony, but let's keep reading. Yeah, so according to a report from Bloomberg, Sony is cutting this year's PS5 production about 1 million units. Okay, 1 million units.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States. President Obama.
With the November and December shopping season right around the corner, if consoles were already expensive despite high production numbers, you can already imagine how expensive they will get by the end of 2021. Right? So think about it. Now, they're saying, oh, well, this is not really confirmed, but think about it. We'd be having shortages all year. Since last year, we're still having shortages. There's people that don't want to go back to work because of the you-know-what pandemic. You know, the Toyota Corolla virus, you know, code word, you know what I'm talking about, right? So people don't want to go back to work, and this includes back in Taiwan, where all the chips are made, for God's sakes. Yeah, so even over there, they don't want to work. People are still afraid of the virus, of the you know what. In Japan has a percentage of 75% vaccination. And still, they won't open the country for tourism, only for business people and students, right? So, despite of the fact that we have all of this, people are still afraid. So, there's still a shortage, guys. There is still a shortage. So, keep that in mind. So, if you are unable to find a PlayStation 5 for less than $500-600, do not be surprised. Most likely, you're gonna go on eBay or some other website where a scalper is selling it for $800 to $1,000. Do not be surprised. Oh yeah, let's not forget the games and all the other equipment that are required for the PlayStation 5. Now, okay, if we go over here, it says Sony is making history by getting one of the most innovative gaming consoles out there in two different versions, digital and physical disc. Between right now in the end of Sony's fiscal year, the company is planning to make roughly about 15 units. It says it is believed that the shipping crisis affecting the rest of the world is one of the main reasons this decision has been made by Sony. Okay, so in case you guys didn't know, we're also having problems in the West, in California, with the ships. Okay, so all these ships that are coming across the ocean, bringing us all these electronics from Japan, China, Korea, right? They're being held, right? So if we do a quick Google search, it says the shipping container is the pandemic economy's latest victim. Right, so the shipping containers, they're taking, like, there's so many of them. There's so many of them on the coast, right? On the coast, and there's not enough workers to unload all of these. It says shipping destruction. Why are so many queuing to get to the U.S.? Now, the COVID pandemic is not the supply chain's only problem. It says nearly 500,000 shipping containers are stuck at ports. This is by the Business Insider. So nearly half a million shipping containers are stuck off the coast of Southern California as the ports operate below capacity. Take a look.
Damn!
So you have all these ships, right? All these ships are trying to bring us the PlayStations, the computers, and all these other things from other countries, right? But we're not getting them because there's not enough people out there working. Remember, there's still people out there that don't want to go back to work. So it's not only the chip shortage, but also, you know, the ship containers. They're being held back. So we're not gonna get a PlayStation 5 in time for Christmas. I mean, this is sad. It's sad to say. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but this is what's happening. And now let's read the last paragraph here. And let me just zoom in. And it says, when is the new PS5 batching hitting stores? It said nationwide, the PS5 latest restock is beginning to hit all stores nationwide this weekend. Their plan is to roll out the entire stock before the next Black Friday season begins. A global pandemic is unlikely to stop compulsive buyers who are not only trying to get their hands on the latest console, but also trying to overtake the resale market. If you plan on buying a PS5 for the holiday season, you might want to rethink your strategy. Maybe you think you save enough money to get a console for retail, but perhaps saving a couple of $100s is a good idea, right? And look, guys, I'm just gonna tell you my plan. My plan for the PS5. My plan is I'm not gonna buy a PlayStation 5. Okay, it's become way too difficult, and it's not gonna be until, like, most likely late in the middle of 2022 or late 2022 when all the shipping container problem, the chip shortage, you know, all the shortage of materials is probably just gonna continue, just going to persist until late 2022, right? So I've decided to just go with PC gaming, right? I mean, I just bought my favorite game, Kingdom Hearts, right from the comfort of my laptop, and so I just game with a PC. Look, you can use, if you have a gaming laptop, or you can buy a gaming laptop, which there's still a lot of them out in the market right now. If you have a gaming laptop, you can buy a PlayStation 5 controller connected to your laptop, right? And then, you know, buy games from the Epic Game Store, from Steam. There's lots of games. You know, I'm a Final Fantasy freak. Most Final Fantasy games are out there on Steam and on the Epic Game Store. So there's still an abundance of games for PC gamers. And one of the things that convinced me to become a PC gamer is basically this pandemic, this situation. You know, I mean, for God's sakes, I can. PC gaming is so convenient that all I need is to buy a PlayStation controller without the console, and I can just start playing games. I mean, I bought Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind finally, and I'm playing it, you know, without a PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation. I just sold my Nintendo Switch. So, you know, I'm just letting you guys know there's lots of options out there. You don't need a PlayStation 5 right now. If you don't want to get one, there's other ways of gaming. And with that, I say, this is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and Godspeed. What is up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can receive new future notifications. Check out the blog at andyartstv.com. Follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts or anything you want to say right below this video in the comments below. This is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching. Godspeed, everybody. Godspeed.